Now that the India Alliance thinks that they are not going to win 2024, I think they are coming up with some kind of a toolkit which they are executing one small piece at a time. First, we had this 𝗣𝗬𝗏 𝗤𝘃 talking about what to look out for when the EVMs will be counted. And then I did a monologue on that. I'm sure you've seen that and you understood the import of what I was saying. And today, Rahul Gandhi, he has made an incendiary statement that if the NDA comes to power, that they will change the constitution. Hello, your grandma, your dad, your great-grandfather, all of them changed the constitution multiple number of times. It is intended to be changed when it has to move with the times. Get this thing, kaan khol kar sun lo. Now, I'm going to play his video where he makes this outrageous statement. Here we go.
मैं सच बोलता हूं और मेरी बात आप अच्छी तरह सुन लो। अगर हिंदुस्तान में मैच फिक्सिंग का चुनाव बीजेपी जीते और उसके बाद संविधान को उन्होंने बदला, तो इस पूरे देश में आग लगने जा रही है। जो मैंने कहा याद रखो, ये देश नहीं बचेगा।
You must keep in mind what he had said once while on a visit to London, if I remember correctly. He said that the kerosene has been spread all over the country. All you need is one matchstick. That didn't happen. And see, this is really frustrating him. I'm sure there are lots of plans in various arms of the government, of the Congress, and somehow they are unable to do what these people are telling them to do. I think it is frustrating them no end. Now, this is one side. Why am I having the Who Painted My Lust Red book and that backdrop? Well, I don't know how many of you have read this book, but I had detailed in that book how politicians are controlling cricketers using film stars. And anyone with the film fraternity, links with the film fraternity, their first master is the politicians, and in turn, the people who are sitting in Dubai and pulling the strings. I don't need to tell you who these people are, because those themselves are beholden to some other master. See, this thing is getting a little complicated. What happened? 𝗤𝗧𝗏 𝗢𝘃𝗃, the wife of Rohit Sharma, had shared all eyes on Rafa image on her Instagram stories. The social media campaign calling for attention to what is happening in Rafa, a city in the southern Gaza Strip, gained momentum after Israeli strikes on Sunday night killed 45 Palestinians in a camp. It's all these people who are saying, that, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. They are all not looking at the original cause. And they also think that this was the land of Palestinians, when for thousands of years, Jews have lived in Israel. They got driven out, and finally they returned in 1948. And you have to look at my conversations with 𝗼𝗂𝘂 𝗲𝗂𝘁 to get the perspective here, what really happened. But these are all people who are being asked to do something. So you might ask me, what is 𝗤𝗃𝗃 𝗢𝘃𝗃 and why is she connected with this nexus of the D company, politicians, and so on and so forth? Well, she happens to be part of this family that runs Cornerstone Group. And Cornerstone, along with one Reliance Group, are the two people who represent the players' interests when it comes to advertising them or to promote a product and things of that. You know what I'm talking about. So these people have to dance to their masters, and it is believed that Cornerstone is a front for the D company. And there's a lot of information about this. You can even go back and read this thing. Since I didn't have the exact one-to-one match, I decided to write the story in a fictional form. That is what is Who Painted My Lust Red. You can read that book to understand the big picture about how match fixing happens, how other things happen. The reason I'm bringing up match fixing is that Rahul Gandhi mentioned that word in his speech that you just saw. So what he is alleging is that the EVMs are about to be fixed to show a certain result. But then you know that you have to have proof that something like this happened. It was proven beyond doubt in 2009 that the then EVM had indeed been hacked, which is why the 𝗣𝗽𝗏 idea came about, and the EC, Election Commission, agreed that this was a system fault and they fixed it. Now they are saying that, oh, this is not possible. It can be rigged even after this. And I told you how it can be rigged. It can be rigged even today if all the booth agents in a certain booth agree to one party, casting the uncast votes by just, going in front of the VVPAT, going off of a list. This person didn't vote. This person is no longer here, but the vote is still there. Let's go and vote for him. So that kind of diligence has to be done. That would also require the connivance of the government representative who's overseeing the election. There will be people called election observers. They will be also looking at all these things. And so unless the booth agent of a particular party, for example, let's say if DMK wants to rig a particular booth, then they would have to make sure that the opposition, in that case ADMK and BJP, either they get thrown out physically and these guys do it, or all these things will come out, or they say, okay, we'll accept some money and let you do it. So unless you have proof of something like this, you can't say that it has been rigged. As to rigging it electronically, it's near impossible. The one place where some hanky-panky can happen is every time a VVPAT's numbers are tallied, they make an announcement over loudspeakers. All the representatives for each of the candidates, they will all make notes, and then the numbers that are announced will be written down by a clerk. Now, if the clerk makes a mistake, let's say he listens, he hears 916 and he puts 960, then that is a mistake. My advice to fix this is to have IAS, IFS, IPS level officers doing this. Don't leave it to a lowly clerk. This is a serious business, and you have been around. There is a certain feeling about with the Indian Administrative Service officers. I'm an IAS, I'm an IPS. I will not do the menial work. My assistant will do it. In this case, it's very, very important that everything be checked, double checked, and triple checked. And you know that we are running a survey after every round for people to tell us by way of a survey whether they voted on a VVPAT enabled EVM or not. And the numbers are close to 90 to 91%. The sample size is close to 60,000. So throughout the country, VVPAT enabled EVMs have been deployed. So I don't see that as a reason for somebody rigging the election. Whatever these people are going to say, they're just going to keep throwing fake narratives and see which one sticks. So we have to wait and see, we have to be patient, and we have to let law do what it does best, not interfere with it. They will have to face the music. I expect bad things for the Rahul Gandhis of the world, Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, especially in a case like National Herald. And I can't explain why the Modi administration slow-toed it till now. And I'm hoping that now it will pick up steam again. I will not be surprised if Rahul Gandhi leaves abroad for a longish period, because the first 6 months is where the big bang reforms are going to be, and that's the time when, in case some movement happens in the National Herald case, it will happen during that time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.